Welcome back to YouTube How To. This is your guide, Andrea Jean. Today I'm going to show you how to get dark mode in Facebook and in the YouTube Studio app. And a lot of you have run into issues of dark mode not showing up in the Facebook app. And I had that too, but I'm going to show you something that happened. It's very weird. I don't really know why, but look it. Here's the dark mode. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go down here to this sort of grilled cheese hamburger sort of looking thing. And then you're going to scroll down to where it says the settings and privacy. Now you can see I have an option here that says dark mode, and I swear this was not there previously when I had tried to do this like 5 other million times. I was like, I can't make this video because mine is not working. But let me just go ahead and switch it off here. This is what Facebook normally looks like. Kind of boring. I like the dark mode. It's just easier on your eyes and it's better for viewing pleasure, I think. All right, so this is what I did. If you find under settings and privacy that your dark mode option is not there, this is what I did. I went into Help Center, and I don't know if this had anything to do with it or not, but this is how it somehow popped up. And I typed in dark mode, dark setting, and we'll just go there. And it says, where can I find my Facebook setting? Blah, blah, blah. Let's go into a different one. I went into a few of these. Dark mode, I went into this one. Nothing there really. And then I went into dark mode Facebook. And it brought me to nothing really. And I was like, nothing's really working. So then I just clicked out and I'm like, well, this isn't working. And I'm like, well, let me just try one more thing here. So then I went back into Facebook. I don't know if it had to do with being in that help center or what, or Facebook resetting. So again, I clicked the little cheeseburger grilled cheese here on the right hand side. And then I'm going to scroll to settings and privacy. And then the dark mode option suddenly appeared and I had to do a double take. Like, why is it all of a sudden appearing there? I even went to check my settings to see if I had needed to do an update for the Facebook app, and I didn't. So I thought maybe that had been the issue, but give it a try. We'll turn it back on. It's kind of fun. I like that. Now let's talk about how to do it for your YouTube Studio app, which is fun. I'm going to show you a workaround here about the Facebook one. If you don't have that dark mode pop up even after what I've showed you here in just a second. But let's pop into the YouTube Studio app. This is one of my channels that I manage. So what you're going to do here, and we're on an iPhone, we're going to go to settings. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to display and brightness. And then you have the option from light or dark. So let's just go ahead and switch it back. There's other really cool options down here like night shift, auto lock, raise to awake, text size, bold. I thought, man, if I get real old, I can put on that bold setting. And the view, you could do it zoomed in or zoomed out. I hadn't played around with this section in my iPhone. We'll just switch back to dark. There we go. And then when we go into the YouTube Studio app, again, it's dark mode. However, if you go into YouTube app itself, YouTube Studio app, either one, it is not in dark mode. Okay, so here's a workaround both for the YouTube app, not YouTube Studio, but just the YouTube app and Facebook. So what you're going to do is, let me make sure I have it turned off here on Facebook. I will do that here really quickly so that I can show you the workaround. Settings and privacy, dark mode, and we're going to go ahead and turn that off. Okay, so this time what you're going to do is you're going to go to settings and you're going to go to accessibility. Here we go. Display and text. And here we're going to scroll down a little bit. We're going to click the smart invert. This isn't the best way, but just to give you a backup here, smart invert. All right, and then I just like to go out of everything completely. Let's go ahead and go into Facebook now. And here's an alternative way to get that dark mode. Again, if you find that you go into the settings within Facebook and it doesn't work the way that you want it to. Also, if you wanted to do this within YouTube, I did make a whole video about this. You can go about it that way. But again, best case scenario is that you go into Facebook, you click this little hamburger, dark mode will show up for you under settings. Dark mode in the YouTube Studio app, again, you just go into settings and you go into display and brightness, and then you can switch it on and off. Here's yet another way to get dark mode on your YouTube app. Not necessarily the YouTube Studio, but the YouTube app. I'm gonna go ahead and click it. And then I'm gonna pop open to my avatar in the top right-hand side. And then I'm gonna go towards the bottom, this little gear that says settings. And then do you see it's kind of 1, 2, 3, the third one down, it says dark theme. You can go ahead and click that, and it will switch to dark theme, as they call it here in the YouTube app. So I'm giving you lots of different options today in case you run into any hiccups on your dark moding adventure. I wanted to show you one last little trick here to get the dark mode on your control panel right here. You can see I have an alarm clock, I got a flashlight, I got the movie screen recording icon on here, but let me show you how to get dark mode on here as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into settings, and then what you're going to do is going to go to this control center right here. It looks like 2 little switches. You're going to click that. So these are the ones that I currently have on my control center. Now here on my iPhone I swipe up. If you're on an iPad, you swipe from the right, top right down. So I'm going to go ahead and add dark mode onto mine. And we can see it popped in right there. So let's go ahead and close this, and I will just like that swipe up here, and now here is our dark mode option. Oh my gosh, I can't say that word. I've said it too many times. And then let's just see which apps this is going to apply for. Let me go ahead and unlock my screen right here. And let's go into YouTube and see if it applied. So it didn't apply to YouTube. Let's do Google. Yep. So this worked. This is an app that I use often, this remove background app for my YouTube thumbnails, in case you're interested. Let's just go, here we got dark mode already. Let's go into Google. So that's kind of interesting. We can see it's kind of dark mode-esque, not the greatest, but let's try YouTube Studio app. This one's in dark mode. Let's just go into Facebook. I doubt it's gonna work this way, but I just wanna double check. Nope, that one didn't work. Not impressed. Let's try Pandora. All right, so that works in Pandora. So it's just contingent on each app. I don't have a ton of apps, as you can see here. Let me just try some of the editing apps that I use, like Fonto. Yeah, that's dark mode. So again, yeah, it just varies, but it's a cool option to try putting it here on your control center if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Let me know what you think in the comment box below. All right, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, where I teach you how to turn your passions into profits with the power of YouTube. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.